Hi guys, and welcome back to another F1 Clash video, and you join me for the opening round on the Austin Grand Prix. If you haven't already, I do have a giveaway running. It's through until Monday evening. Do watch the video I published on Wednesday. It's called Win a Legendary Crate, and it's the Austin qualifying, so give that a watch. You'll know how to enter. Moving on then, this is what we have for you in store today. We are not raced yet. We're on 0 points. We're doing 4 races, and the races are the USA, Australia, Italy, and the United Kingdom. So without further ado, let's show you what we're quickly running. We're running Alonso and Verstappen, and this is the car we are running as well. So let's get into it. First race, we are chasing that P1. Here we go then, first race in Austin. And where will we qualify? We have a matchup in our favour on the team score. So let's see where we can put ourselves on the grid. So Alonso P2, Verstappen P10. Not great for Verstappen, I must admit. But that's where we are at with Verstappen at the moment. So we're going to run a dead fast on Verstappen. We're going to try and get him up the field. And we're going to do Alonso with downforce. Alonso should get the win nice and easy. Our biggest issue with this track, guys, is navigating the first corner. If we can navigate the first corner well, we can make a bunch of positions up. And hopefully Verstappen can go to the inside here. Let's watch him. He's gone out, which is not what I wanted him to do, but he's going to keep positions. So we're going to cut him down a little bit, just save some fuel. And what are they doing? Alonso is well clear. Verstappen up the inside, P8. And we're going to cut Alonso down. Verstappen into P5. Great start then for Max. And we will cut down there also. Alonso, as we said, well out in front. And Verstappen, for me, has got a medium, soft and a hard. And we're already 8 seconds behind Alonso. So massive gains by Alonso. And we're still running that wide line, which is not great at Austin. But for Alonso, it is 24-point heaven for him if we can continue that. And we're going to boost Verstappen down this just to bring him closer. That's pretty how we nearly fly off the track. So we are just cruising around and looking ahead. Still got the medium, and we've still got a hard. So we should be able to jump the medium by pitting on lap 3, which is this lap. And we're not going to come back for servicing. We're going to do that wide line again, which is so goddamn annoying. As Alonso will come into the pits this lap. Verstappen, we're just going to bring closer. Because we have got a pit stop behind coming for, well, as Verstappen here goes off the track again. Can't keep it on the track, can he, at that corner, guys? Alonso and Verstappen will get Leclerc, so he will build a gap to the Mercedes behind. And we are going to just be under the 50, so under the 60%. And Alonso will go with 2 laps. So this is the crucial part. Can we get some clear track? We can, but we do need to get past Fernando in front of us, who is on the softs. So can we do that this lap? Going to be tricky. Up the inside. Nice and easy. Great move. So we're going to start jumping positions now. We are in P4 as he goes through. And we are just going to bring Alonso cruising to the finish in a minute. So what we got in front of us, we've got 1 pit in now. And we've also got a hard tyre. So we should be able to catch up with this hard tyre fairly quickly. And we might be able to pull a 47 points here. As Max goes through the twisty section. Can we go up the inside? We can, and we are now P1 and P2. Jeez. And we are in with Alonso. We're going to still push with Verstappen. Build that gap so he definitely gets ahead of the Red Bull. Like so. So it should come out ahead of him. What about 4th place? Alonso's going to go round again. But can we get ahead of him? Not quite, but that's okay. We should be still pretty fast on a conserve on dead fast. And we're going to keep just cruising Alonso. And this is what we want for our first race, guys. We want a nice, easy 47 if we can get it. And at the minute, we're on track to. We've got Alonso pitting this lap. We've got a Red Bull behind us who's on the mediums. And fingers crossed, nothing else happens. And we are safely navigated one race. Quickly talking you through the boosts then. Downforces are good on this track. It gives me the tyre management, it gives me the grip, and it gives me the sort of corner through that twisty section. And then we've got the dead fast, which is just brilliant speed, extra fuel use, and a bit of tyre management on there as well. So dead fast is a top boost. I only have 50 of them. And I think when the champion event comes out, there will be more up for grabs for buy purchasing crates. So we're about to start the last lap. Let's push with Alonso just for the finish, and we'll push with Max for the finish. And it should hopefully be 47 points in the bag. Perfect start to the weekend. And there is a chance this weekend we can get that P1. I know you're all with me. You're all cheering me on. Can we do it this weekend? So Alonso comes through to finish first. Really easy for him. And Max is not far behind in the end. P2. And that is a P1 and P2 with the rival still back in 14th and 15th place. Race number 2, and bringing you it from down under, we have Melbourne. 0% chance of rain. Match up in our favour. Where can we qualify? Can we get Verstappen above P10? We can't. He is P10. So this is going to make some interesting way. So let's have a look what I want to use. I'm going to use a bit of a Gladiator because I've got enough of them. And on Max, I'm going to use the Eagle. And I'm going to go on to mediums because I'm going to see if I want to do 3 or 5 laps here. Undecided. Because it depends on the AI. If the AI are on medium, they're all going to come in on lap 4. If they're on hards, lap 5. If softs, could be completely different. And we have a human player here. So good luck, mate. That's not so... Oh, he gets both of them ahead of me. So that's absolutely great start for me, isn't it, guys? And he's on mediums with both drivers. And we're going to just keep boosting up until this corner. And we look like we're going up the inside, and we are, and P9. So we're going to cut down. Nice and steady in P9. Let's have a look what the field are doing. Medium and hards. And we can get 4 to 5 laps out of this. And what can we do? What can we do? What have we got? Charles Leclerc, medium and hards in front of us. So we need to get past them, really. So let's boost Verstappen a little bit. See if we can get past. And where are we in relation to everyone else? So the undercut's not really going to work, I don't think. But we might still try it. We might still try it, guys. P9, we come over. And we are going to push. I think we're going to push for an undercut, I reckon. Best thing to do, I reckon. If we can get past Russell, that will help us with that undercut. We are going to have to just keep an eye out where we're going to come out, because we might be quite far back. We're going to carry on. We're going to carry on. We've got a couple in the pits. If we can get Russell this time. Can we get him up here? Yes, we can. So P7. We can start to make a move up now. And catch on to the back. We're going to go for Leclerc. Can we get him in this corner? we can. So we're just going to... That helps us create that little bit of extra gap. And we should be able to push coming out of the pits. And here we go. We are into the pits. And we are slow into the pits, which is not friendly for us. But we don't want to lose any positions. And can we get a clear air? We can. We're in some good clean air here. We've got a lot of pit stops ahead, including the rival. So we're going to keep pushing. And hopefully the undercut will be sufficient against all the other drivers. As Alonso comes to start lap 6. We are going to keep pushing. Kind of pointless, but I've got some spare. And here we go. We're up to 10. P10. And while we're going to come out, this is the major bit that we're going to jump past some cars. And we are in to P7. We're going to cut down a little bit. Got some hard tyres in front of us. Very tricky track this, guys. Australia. Not for the faint-hearted. Can we get P6? We're going to keep boosting up until this corner. Can we get him? Not quite. And we're going to go again. Still can't get him. So we're struggling to get past Alonso. We'll try and get him into the first corner. We might be too far back. And that we are. But we're going to keep trying. P1 and P7 is not the worst thing in the world, but we have only gained 3 positions for Max. And we still can't get him through that corner. We're not great on fuel. And then we do get him P6. And I forgot about Alonso because he's that far clear. We got any pit stops? We have. We've got 1, so we're up to P5. And Australia is such a difficult track. Take some luck based on the AI of where you're going to finish on here. So we're going to try and push for 4th, but we haven't got the fuel. Alonso's come around, easy win for him. And we are now at the back of Lewis Hamilton without the fuel to do it. But can we push a little bit? Not quite. So it's going to be P1 and P5. 44 points in Australia. Very tricky track. Great race. Good luck. And that is 47 and 44. Race number 3 from Monza. Fast circuit. Alonso should be up there P2. And it's going to be a case of getting Max Verstappen as high as we can get. So P2 and P10 seems like it's going to be every single race. And we're going to just have a look at what we can put on. So I'm going to put Gladiator on. Don't want to use my dead fast too much. And I'm going to go for Street Shark for the overtaking and the speed on Max. We're going to go 2 stops with 1 stop with Max, 2 stops with Alonso. And Alonso should be away nice and early by the first corner. And he's not. He's actually lost positions because I was too slow. So we're not going to worry too much about that at the moment. We are P3 and P2. P3 and P2, what am I going on about? We are P3 and P9. And what do we have around us? A lot of soft tyres. So Max Verstappen will be in a great position here if we don't lose too many positions in the meantime to start chasing up the field, which I look forward to. And we will start boosting with Max at the end, or sort of halfway through this lap, I reckon, is the best time. And we are around there, nice and easy. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars ahead of Max Verstappen pit, surely, on the next lap. So we're going to go up to 3rd with Max. And we are going to start to boost now. And let's bring Alonso closer as well. Ideally, if we can get past some of these, it would make it a lot easier. They're fighting though, which will make it harder for me. But can Verstappen try and get through? Alonso's trying. Alonso on Alonso. What about up the inside here? Oh yes, P2. And we're going to boost Verstappen again. Alonso into the pits, first and second in. Verstappen I don't think is going to jump on. But he's going to be close enough to him, guys. And Alonso is out in the lead. And we are P1 and P2 at the moment. And I'm hoping I can just push along here, because we're in a very decent position with both drivers. And we are pushing hard with Verstappen. Might run out of tyres near the end of this lap. But no, we're going to be alright. So we've built as much gap as we could. Alonso is well clear. Where's Max going to come out? That's the question. He's going to come out in some air. So we are going to boost for now. We could have done with getting ahead of Leclerc. That was a big one. That's a shame we couldn't get him. So I think for me, I've got to get past Charles ASAP. I'm going to have to use some tyres up, because he could slow me down from getting that P2. And sadly, we're not going to get him into there. Can we go again, though? Can we go up the inside? We can. So we're going to just close the gap a little now. And cut down in the spaces that we can't overtake. And we'll go flat out in the parts that we can. And what we've got to do is keep within sort of 8 seconds of second place. So we're going to boost him again here, Max. And we should hopefully get 47 points on this track, but you never know. Alonso's coming into the pits. And we carry on. So our Alonso clear, nice and easy. Max Verstappen now P3. He's got 4.3 seconds to Max, who will pit. So we are going to boost Verstappen a little bit. And then hopefully we'll have enough to conserve at the end, because we're not going to go all the way on full boost. And we are now 2.5 seconds behind. So it should be P2, and it is for Max. So we're going to cut down. We're right on the limit for 4 laps. Right on the limit, 25% a lap. Alonso absolutely cruising it. He's in P1. Verstappen not far behind in P2. So you can see I haven't really pushed Alonso that hard. But Verstappen is only 3.7 seconds away. And one started P2 and one started 10th. So make sure you know your strategy, guys. I bang on about it all the time. But they're 2 very good strategies for this track. And we come along the line. P1, P2, 47 points. And that goes with a 47, a 44 and a 47 so far. So just to drop 3 points in 3 races as we move on to the UK. Race number 3. I don't want to buy any eggs. What are we doing? We have wet weather in Silverstone. And we are going. And we've got to get Norris up the field. Let's see what we can do. P2 and P10. And we are P1 for Alonso now. Norris nicely up the inside. Cuts the corner. Can he get ahead of this group? Oh, he just loses out to Alonso. But we can get him on the inside. And Hamilton. Nearly Leclerc as well. So P5 for Lando at his home Grand Prix. Alonso is flying away with it already. We are against a Blue Flags member, but it is a bot from what I can see. So no harm done there. Tat is on race 5. And we are only on race 4 here. So we are absolutely good on that one. And we are currently sitting P1. We're going to do 4 laps and a 3 lap on both drivers. A lot of the AR usually do come in the pits lap 3/lap 4. Or they usually do a 3 and a 4, I think, on here. So one to know, guys, know what the strategy is, because they usually go 3 laps and then 4. So I'm just going to bide my time with Norris. Alonso's flying. This tune in, guys, tune in is a fantastic boost in the wet. If you're not using it, you've got to start using it if you have it. But on the other hand, Hex is really good as well. It's been sort of buffed a little bit, but it's still bang on the money. And for race 4 at Silverstone, it's going very well indeed at the moment, as Norris tries to get P4, and he does. So we're going to get Norris boosting now, and the AI starts to pit. That's what I told you. I did say that they pit lap 3, and look at it. Look at them all pit lap 3. The whole field is pitting lap 3, and we are just going to cruise round in P1 and P2, pit this lap, avoid the carnage. And look, Alonso's lapping the field nearly. We're on lap 4. Norris is absolutely flying through as well. Going to run out of tyres, but that's no harm. And he's into the pits. And Alonso, now out the pits, is now lapping the rest of the field. Norris in P3, the AI is showing how good Norris is in the wet. And this should be an easy 47 points all the way to the finish. Alonso's lapping 18th place. Norris is I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Norris catches up with Alonso in this race, honestly. We're at 7.3 seconds at the moment, and Hex is so good, and Norris is so good. It wouldn't surprise me, but not the way Hex is these days. Hex not long ago, I think I'd have caught him up. I think I used to capture the data, and Hex used to be about 3.5 seconds faster a lap in the wet than any other boost. So we already knocked like a second off as Alonso goes through the second, third corner, and he's through into past 11th, and we are lapping up to 9th now. How high can Alonso lap? Because he's probably going to get 8th. He will get 8th. And that is absolutely smashing it. The AI are pitting again, but it's a first place for me, and it'll be a second place for Norris. And that is an easy 47 points. As easy as you would like. So here we go. Done and dusted, 47 points. Absolutely smashing it. So after 4 races, we are left on 185 points from the 4. And you can see 47 points, a 44, another 47 and another 47. It was just Australia which was the killer of a round. And that is all I leave you with this sort of opening round. 4 races, 185 points. Let's show you the top. Music Man at the moment, 366. And we have McGrady on 359. So come back tomorrow, see if I can get that elusive P1. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.